If you drop a bar of soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? Why is the word abbreviation so incredibly long? If nothing ever sticks to Teflon, how does the Teflon stick to the pan? And seriously, why do honeybees willingly rip themselves apart and die just to sting you once, while wasps can sting you a dozen times and fly away perfectly fine? Welcome to Midnight Questions. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future late-night explorations. In the middle of the day, our attention is fixed on immediate tasks, but when sensory input drops at night, the brain begins to freely associate. Without external distractions, your mind starts sifting through unresolved logic and oddities that it ignored during the afternoon. The honeybee's sacrificial sting fits this pattern perfectly. It is a biological occurrence that seems to defy the basic instinct of self-preservation, turning a standard defense into a one-way trip. To understand the death, we first have to understand the life. A worker honeybee is a focused forager and architect. Her day is entirely consumed by the search for nectar and the maintenance of the hive. In her natural state, she ignores humans. She only uses her stinger if she is physically crushed or if she perceives an immediate, lethal threat to the colony. This creates a strange evolutionary tension. An insect that spends its life in peaceful labor faces a mandatory death sentence for a single act of defense. The explanation for this outcome is hidden in the microscopic architecture of the stinger itself. A honeybee stinger isn't a smooth needle. It's covered in microscopic, backward-facing barbs, acting like jagged hooks. For insect enemies, this is highly effective. The stinger pierces their rigid exoskeleton and retracts cleanly, allowing the bee to sting again. Human skin, however, is an evolutionary anomaly for the bee. Unlike the thin armor of a beetle, our skin is thick, soft, and highly elastic. This cross-section shows the mechanical failure. When the stinger enters human flesh, the elastic fibers of our skin wrap around it. Those backward-facing barbs catch in the tissue, acting like anchors that knock the stinger in place. The weapon is perfectly engineered for insect-on-insect combat. Its fatal failure in human skin is a byproduct of biomechanics, a mismatch between the bee's specialized tool and our unique anatomy. When the bee realizes she is tethered to the target, she panics. She attempts to fly away with all her strength to escape the threat. Because the stinger is anchored firmly, the force of her flight causes a massive rupture. She tears her own abdomen apart, leaving the stinger behind. She also leaves her venom sac and part of her digestive tract. She dies within minutes from the severe internal trauma. Even after the bee is gone, the equipment stays active. The severed venom sac has an independent nerve cluster that continues to flex, pumping venom through the stinger for up to 60 seconds. This is why speed matters. Scraping the stinger away immediately stops the autonomous nerve bundle from driving it deeper and injecting more poison. This side-by-side comparison shows why wasps and queen bees survive the same encounter. Their stingers are smooth, like medical needles. Without barbs to snag the skin fibers, they can strike human skin repeatedly without taking any damage. It is an evolutionary irony. The aggressive wasp carries a reusable weapon, while the peaceful honeybee is equipped with a tool that makes her first active defense her last. Looking at the situation from a distance, the death of a honeybee is a matter of physics rather than intent. The event is a mechanical incompatibility. An ancient defense system designed for a world of thin-shelled insects fails when it encounters the elasticity of a human. Understanding this mechanism provides a different perspective on our next encounter with a hive. We can recognize the vulnerability of a creature whose primary defense is also its greatest physical risk. We have a question for you. What is the weirdest question that has ever popped into your head in the middle of the night? Let us know in the comments below so we can answer it in a future video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you next time. Exploring these midnight thoughts changes how we observe the natural world, highlighting the invisible, mechanical realities that govern life and death.